Yo, what's good, people? What's happening? What's up? Welcome. AGS Live, Lite. What episode is this? Episode 75. I ain't did AGS Live Lite in a minute, but I felt like, today was the day, man, because the lying on this motherfucking, on this internet needs to stop. First of all, shout out to everybody that's pulling up, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go check out AGS Live from yesterday if you missed it. Pretty good show, I believe. You know what I mean? So go pull up for that and check that joint out, and enjoy yourself. I know people watch it all through the week or whatever, but just a little reminder, man. But I'm doing this AGS Live Light. First of all, I ain't did one in a while, but the lying needs to stop around here, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking lying needs to stop. It's too many lies going on to try to win arguments, quote unquote, win debates, try to expose or prove. Like, I don't understand. This shit ain't got nothing to do with no fucking BG. Relax. This ain't nothing to do with no BG. We talking about AGS and AGS business only. You know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. The lying needs to stop though, right? Because it's getting to the point where it's getting real annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real annoying and it's not even being fun no more. You know what I mean? And the number one dick sucker is fucking Ball Deli. Like, the thing is this. You know, the podcast is 6 hours long. You talk for hours, say the same shit over and over, and a motherfucker still will make up what the fuck you said. Like, that shit is starting to get to the point where it's starting to be annoying. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault, Ball Deli, that I took $340 or some shit from you, dog. Like, you're never going to win a debate. You're not smart enough. You're not smart enough to win a debate. Ain't no idle turn rival. It will be soon, though. It will. Like, I be giving Ball Deli a lot of grace because he's from Philly. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely going to be an idle turn rival real fucking soon if he keep playing with me. And I'll be in Philly next month, too. Like, he keep playing with me, it's definitely going to be an idle turn rival real soon. I'm tired of this nigga lying to try to prove a point or hearing what the fuck he want to hear when I say the same shit over and over and over again, and a motherfucker would still hear some other shit. Again, you could be like, I love orange juice, so that means you hate soda? Nigga, I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I did this too, because, I guess niggas act like they busy on Sunday. Niggas could pull up right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always got something to say soon as the podcast ends. You know what I'm saying? Pull up right now. You know what I mean? And let's get to it. Because I'm tired of the fucking lying, making it seem like I said something I didn't say. I got one dickhead in the comment section like, oh, you don't like Mafia, but you love Mind's Eye. When the fuck did I ever say I love Mind's Eye? Can anybody tell me at what point did I ever say I love Mind's Eye? At what point? Please pull up. You know what I mean? Get on Twitter, hit my DM, pull up right now and tell me when the fuck did I ever say I love Mind's Eye? When? I never said that. You see what I'm saying? People lie to try to prove a point. Because I'm so untouchable, I'm like Teflon around here. These niggas can't never expose me. They can't never win no bets. I take these niggas' money. I be crushing these niggas every fucking Sunday, that they have now resorted to lying to try to prove me wrong in some way, shape, or fashion. And that shit is getting annoying, dog. I don't mind debating, going back and forth and arguing and all that shit. But when you start trying to put words in my mouth or try to tell lies to prove a point, that's when the shit is getting out of control. That's when it's getting out of control. You know what I'm saying? I never said I love Mind's Eye. Never. Never once did you hear those words come out my mouth. I bought the game, right? And the game story was interesting, but the performance was shit. So I put the game on ice. until they fix it. You know what I'm saying? I already actually deleted the game because I'm waiting for them to fix it. And this ain't the first time I done this shit. You know what I'm saying? It took me a whole year to play Jedi Survivor because I waited until they fixed it. You see what I'm saying? I waited until they fixed it. So because I'm waiting until they fix it, I guess that means I love Mind's Eye. Because I said Mind's Eye had an interesting story and I would like to finish playing the game, I love it. All of a sudden, I never said I love the game. I want to play the game. I'm waiting until they fix it. The performance is not up to par. You know what I mean? The performance is not meeting my standards. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to play it until it does. And if it never meets my standards, then I'll never play it. But other than that, I never said I love Mind's Eye. You know what I'm saying? What I played so far was interesting. I was interested. I bought the fucking game. Y'all know what type of games I like. Y'all know the type of games that I like, right? So Mind's Eye is a game that I'm interested in. Right now, it's just not in the state that I want to play it. That's it. So that joint been on ice. I ain't even been touching it. You know what I mean? In fact, I just put Mafia on ice right along with it because Mafia needs some performance patches. The performance is terrible. That Unreal Engine 5 shit is a real problem. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is, I ain't fucking with that right now until they get some patches on that game. You know what I'm saying? Which they supposed to be doing, real soon. They need to hurry up and do it. But I'll get back to that once I'm just at a point where I'm not forcing myself to play games that I'm not happy with as far as performance goes, especially when I'm on PC. You know what I mean? When I'm on consoles, I can lower my standards because my expectations are low when it comes to consoles. And, you can lower your standards and deal with performance issues because it's a console. But when it comes to PC, nah, I'm good. So because I said Mind's Eye, the Mafia was boring. You know what I'm saying? I was playing it last night. I finally got to some real action. You know what I'm saying? And the performance is shit. The cutscene was stuttering. It was skipping. The performance was just bad. I'm like, you know what? I ain't playing this shit until they get some patches. You know what I mean? Maybe the first patch will fix it, or however many patches. But this is not the first time I've done this. I've done this plenty of times. And it's games that they never fixed that I never played. I never got to play because they never fixed it. You know what I mean? Games like fucking Ghost Recon Future Soldier. You know what I mean? A game that they never fixed that I never played. It took me a whole year to play Jedi Survivor. A whole year. I didn't play Jedi Survivor until they was like on the 10th patch or some shit like that. Because when I bought it, it wasn't up to par and I put it on ice. You know what I'm saying? Now with Mafia, and it's funny because I'm talking to Blaze 4K, he playing Mafia, and I'm like, yo, what you think about Mafia? He like, yeah, this ain't a Mafia game. You know what I mean? I'm a couple hours in and, there ain't nothing Mafia going on. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like 5 hours in, same thing. Still ain't nothing really going on. Like the game is boring. What kind of, like, I don't understand this whole notion of if you cannot, like, you have to like every game equally. This is what motherfuckers want you to how they want you to feel. You need to like every game equally. And you need to also go with the crowd every time. You know what I'm saying? You need to go with the motherfucking crowd every time. If everybody else say it's trash, you need to say it's trash too. You're not allowed to have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? You're not allowed to have a difference of opinion. So this is this is the arguments that they try to have, and it gets exhausting. Like, oh, don't forget, he also loved Suicide Squad. When did I say I love Suicide Squad? When did I say I love that game? And this is the thing. How long I've been here, right? Y'all know the games I love. Y'all know what games I love. Y'all know that. Y'all know I love GTA. That's y'all know I love GTA. Y'all know I love the Batman series, Spider-Man, Arkham. Y'all know I love the original God of War, and so on and so forth. Y'all know the games that I love. When the fuck did I ever say I love Mind's Eye or Suicide Squad? Wait, never. I never said this shit. But a motherfucker want to say, you love Suicide Squad. And then you got Baldelli. Like, this nigga is the fucking worst, dog. Like, he really is the fucking worst because he be saying shit and he know damn well what he's saying, but he'll say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he left a comment, like a couple of comments on hold on. First of all, let me see where we at. Oh, so here's the thing. So Baldelli said that I was capping. Can't believe an hour was wasted on 8 capping for 2042. How the fuck am I capping for 2042 when I got the hours to show that I like the game? How am I capping? Like, how is one capping for a game that they actually put the hours into? I got over 200 hours in Battlefield 2042. For sure, we'll have more hours if 2 things didn't happen. First of all, I'll be focusing on a lot of other games. You know what I mean? I haven't really, there's no multiplayer game where it just kind of like, just that's all I play. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have 800 hours and shit like that on multiplayer games. Not even like 400 hours on multiplayer games, because I'll be playing a lot of single player games too. I've been trying to like have a balance. But another reason why I don't got that many like more hours in 2042 is because y'all remember I was telling y'all, I said it many times, I would get on a game in the middle of the day and there'd be bots in the motherfucking lobby. And I told y'all I'm not playing with bots. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, during the last couple of years, there was a time where 2042 was doing like really bad as far as player wise. And the only thing I would play is Conquest 128. Now, if you play like Conquest 64 or a couple of other modes, you can always have a full lobby. You would never play with bots. But when it came to filling up the 128 lobby, it was bots. And I told y'all this, right? I explained this to y'all many times that if it's a bot in the motherfucking lobby, I'm not playing it. I'm out. And that's a fact. If I came into a lobby and I seen a bot, I'm going. But I got over 200 hours in a fucking game. How am I capping by saying that I enjoy? And what did I say? Hold on, too. This is another thing. Niggas do not listen to exactly what I say. Once again, they don't listen. I said, at this point, remember what I said? I said, as I'm talking to y'all right now, at this point, 2042 is a better game. Didn't I say that? So now, when you hear that, what does that mean? When you hear somebody say at this point that I'm telling y'all right now, such and such is a better game, what does that mean? That means that could change. It's only the beta, so that could change. You see how people don't listen? They don't comprehend? Motherfuckers are so gun-ho on trying to expose the truth because I done took so much from them. I done embarrassed them so many times. I done had many people laughing at them so many times that it now becomes tunnel vision that all I'm trying to do is get my quote-unquote lick back, and I'm not listening to anything he's actually saying. I'm just full steam ahead. I said, at this point, 2042 was a better game. I had more fun playing 2042. At this point, meaning that could change. It's only the beta. It's only the beta. You know what I'm saying? It's only the fucking beta. So what the fuck are we talking about? That means it could change. Then Baldelli goes on to say, once Battlefield 6 come out, I'm never going to play 2042 again. You got me there. Damn. You got me. No, dick sucker. That happens with every new multiplayer game. Every new Battlefield game, when the next Battlefield game come out, I stop playing the previous one. That happens with everything. That happens with 2K. That happens with Madden. That happened with Uncharted 2 when Uncharted 3 came out. Every time the new multiplayer game comes out in a franchise, I don't play the previous multiplayer no more. Battlefield 3 was my favorite multiplayer at the time, right? That was everybody's favorite multiplayer, right? When Battlefield 4 came out, I didn't play Battlefield 3 no more. What the fuck? That happens with every fucking thing with me. That happens with every fucking multiplayer. That's not no fucking gotcha moment. Yes, when Battlefield 6 comes out, I probably won't play. Most likely, I'm not even going to say probably. Most likely, I won't play Battlefield 2042 no more. It had its run. I enjoy myself on 2042. Now it's time to move on. That happens with every Battlefield game. When I was playing Battlefield 1, that was the shit. When it was current. Once Battlefield 5 came out, I didn't play Battlefield 1 no more. You know what I'm saying? Once 2042 came out, I didn't play Battlefield 5 no more. That happens with all multiplayer games with me when it comes to a new entry. I never play the old entry once it's been replaced by the new entry. I never. That's been going on for years. So you're not saying anything when you say that I probably won't play 2042 again. You're probably right. That happens with every Battlefield game. When the new Battlefield comes out, I move on. When the new Battlefield comes out, I move on. What the fuck are we talking about? Shout out to Super Savage Spirit for the super chat. Baldelli got you missing Jeremy, huh? He that bad. They damn near in the same fucking boat, making these dumbass arguments just to try to prove a point or some shit. Is like, yo, dog, this shit is getting corny now, yo. Like, if you go and talk your shit, but stop lying, putting words in my mouth, and interpreting what I'm saying other than what I actually fucking said. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit get corny after a while, dog. It get real corny. Shout out to Silver Dirt Gamer for the super chat. People must be new. I remember when the Battlefield 1 trailer came out, you said you weren't hype and people were in their feelings. Hey. And why did I say I wasn't hype? Because what? They went back to World War, right? Because how many times I done said it? I'm not a big fan of World War. How many times I done said that? How many fucking times I done said that? I wasn't hyped. You know what I'm saying? But anytime a new Battlefield comes out, I always move on from the previous Battlefield. Rarely do I go back. I downloaded Battlefield 1 like a year ago. And I played like half a match because I was trying to see something. I forgot what was going on that time. Excuse me. It was something was going on where people was talking about the visibility and stuff was better in Battlefield 1 and something like that. And I was like, I don't really remember. Let me go download it and see. And I had went and downloaded and see. And I think I made a tweet about it where I was saying how much different it felt. It was like a year ago or something. But other than that, yeah, once the new Battlefield come out, I don't play the previous Battlefield no more. I move on. You know what I mean? I rarely ever go back. I move on. And usually if the new one, like I think when Hardline came out, I think at that time I was like even done playing Battlefield 4. Because I ain't even like Hardline like that. I thought Hardline was fucking trash. Overall, I didn't like Hardline. But yeah, anytime a new Battlefield comes out, I move on. You know what I'm saying? I move the fuck on. So, like, oh, and then he said about the alpha. So when I played the Battlefield 6 alpha, for one, I believe it was only like one map. I didn't even play it that much because it was an alpha. It was in pretty bad shape. But even then, I never said that it was better than 2042. I never was like, yo, the Battlefield 6 alpha is better than 2042. I said that people that didn't like 2042, they're going to like Battlefield 6 because it was going back to previous Battlefields that people actually liked. So I already knew that people was going to like Battlefield 6. I said that. And to be clear, I never said I did not like Battlefield 6. I said I was disappointed in Battlefield 6. I expected more. You know what I'm saying? I expected more, being as though that, you know, anytime we got these technological advancements and shit like that, I expect more out of the games. I expect games to move forward. Like, again, if you've been listening to me for however long, you have heard me say these things time and time again. I expect things to get better as time go on, not go backwards. I said I was disappointed with Battlefield 6 because it's going backwards. Again, if you remember, around the launch of Battlefield 2042, one of the most things I was hyped about was 128 players. The higher player count with Battlefield 3 compared to the consoles is the reason why I'm on PC in the first place. That's the reason why I'm on PC to begin with. Battlefield 3 is the reason why I got on PC to begin with, because consoles only had 24 players and PC had 64. So when it came to higher player count, that was always my thing. That's always been my thing when it came to multiplayer. Again, if you've been listening, you remember when I said when I first got online back in 2007 on 360. What'd I say? I got on Gears of War and it was 4v4. And I was like, what the fuck is this? 4v4? Because I was already used to playing Rainbow that had up to 16 people. If niggas been listening, I've always been a guy that like my multiplayer to have like a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players. That's why I jumped the PC to begin with, so I can play 64 fucking players on Battlefield. So when that shit went up to 128, that was one of the biggest reasons why I was excited for 2042. So now to pull that back and go back down to 64, no, I won't be jumping in the fucking streets. And at what time did I say I wasn't going to play Battlefield? I'm going to be on Battlefield 6. I'm hoping Conquest Large is in the full release. I'm going to be on Battlefield 6. I said I was disappointed. Yes, I am disappointed. That ain't changed. They went from 64 to 128, and it's a few other things. But that's the biggest thing right there. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't really push the envelope when it comes to destruction. They just gave us the same destruction that they had in previous Battlefield games. They just put it back because they took it from us, so they put it back. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. So because I'm not dancing in the streets for Battlefield and I play it, I don't understand how anybody can say somebody is capping about a game that they actually put time in. This shit doesn't make no sense to me. It doesn't make no sense. I put time in the game. I got over 200 hours in 2042. So if I say I like the game, then obviously I like the game. That's not no cap. Capping is when you say you hate a game and you got 800 hours in it. That's capping. That's capping. That's the definition of capping. I hate everything about this game except one thing and got 800 hours. That's capping. Nobody puts 800 hours in a game they don't like. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's what you call fucking capping. That's what you call capping. Putting 800 hours into a fucking game. You know what I mean? When it comes to, so also you got the thing, because once again, people, I don't know if they are actually retarded or do they play retarded because they do it to just have an argument. But people like, you ain't trying to listen to nobody if they ain't got enough hours in, or you, hold on, what they say? Because a couple of people had this joint, and I'm like, I don't understand how people don't get what I'm saying. Like, if you put 800 hours in the game, it's no way that you can still rate that game as hating it or it being trash. 800 hours, you got to at least, that shit has to at least graduate to it's a high game. You know what I mean? I really ain't like too much about the game. I did like the vehicles. You know what I mean? I had a lot of fun with the vehicles. So because of that, I would say that the game is high. But other than that, yeah, man, it is what it is. Like, you cannot put that many hours into a game you really hate. You see what I'm saying? If you really hate something, you would not put that many hours into the fucking game. And then when we talk about vehicles on Battlefield, we're talking about you having to sit there and wait, really, literally spam the button to get into the vehicle that you fucking wanted. And you ain't always win that race. So you literally wasted precious time. You know what I mean? You're a busy adult, you work and all that. You literally wasted time sitting in the motherfucking map menu, looking at the respawn ticker, waiting on that motherfucking vehicle to respawn for you to be able to get in it. You just sat there on a game that you hate. You just sat there waiting, looking at the motherfucking map screen, looking at all the dots running around, while you sitting there spamming a button, waiting for the motherfucking vehicle to respawn. And you did that for 800 hours. But you hate it? No, that don't make no sense. That's capping. Capping is not, yo, I love Battlefield 2042. I got over 200 hours in that game. I love that game. You capping. You don't really like that game. I got over 200 hours in it. How do I really not like a game that I got over 200 hours in? And y'all already know, if I don't like a game, it's getting dropped. I'm not playing it. I'm dropping it. It's not getting played. Expedition 33 didn't get played. I don't like it. I'm not playing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put fucking 800 hours in Expedition 33 and then sitting here saying I hate everything about the game. I just love the combat. Like, no, I'm not playing it. If everything is not firing on all cylinders for me, I ain't fucking playing it. It's that fucking simple, dog. It's that fucking simple. There's no way. There's no way. No, what's capping is having 400 hours in an RPG and not knowing a single fucking character like Baldelli. That's capping. That's fucking capping. Motherfucker played, that's what I'm saying. Motherfucker's so busy trying to microanalyze what the fuck I got going on. Meanwhile, this motherfucker playing the game for 400 hours and don't know the name of a character. Couldn't name one character in the game. But you trying to microanalyze everything I'm fucking doing or everything I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to get a W because you've been taking so many L's. Like I said before, over $300 out your daughter's mouth. I took that. So now you want to microanalyze everything I say to try to get a motherfucking W. Meanwhile, you playing games, putting 400 hours into the game and can't name a single fucking character. And we all seen that live. You see how I don't have to lie or make up shit to prove my point? That shit funny to me. You see, I don't have to lie, make up, twist, or any of that to prove a point. I can hit you with straight facts. And it's recorded that you played 400 hours of a fucking RPG and couldn't name a single fucking character. See the difference? I didn't have to make up, misinterpret, twist any words, lie, or do anything to expose your dumb ass. But you want to microanalyze everything I'm saying. This shit is fucking hilarious. This shit is fucking hilarious, dog. See what I'm saying? See the difference? See the difference? Now, yeah, at this point, it's getting old, man. You know what I mean? I'm at the point now where I'm just blocking motherfuckers. I look in the comment section, I see a lie, I'm blocking you. That's you go to the block party. You know what I'm saying? You go into the block party. That's where it's at the end of the day. When I see the comments and I see a lie, you say I said something that I did not say, you're getting blocked. That's just what it comes down to. Because the shit is starting to get ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually bringing up something that I actually said or bringing up some actual facts or something like that, you motherfuckers are trying to twist up everything I fucking say. You motherfuckers are making up lies, talking about I love Mind's Eye. I never said I love Mind's Eye. You had another motherfucker. What did he say about Mind's Eye? Hold on. Let me see. Let me get this fucking comment. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers keep saying shit that I never fucking said. The shit is starting to get ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? The shit is starting to get ridiculous. And, you know, the shit is crazy. The shit is crazy. Oh, I can't be disappointed. I can't like Mind's Eye and be disappointed with Battlefield. Why? Like, people don't understand when it comes to like my favorite games, the expectations are high. I expect greatness when it comes to games that I love. You know what I mean? Franchises that I love, I expect greatness. When GTA 6 comes out, you think I'm gonna have grace for GTA 6? I expect GTA 6 to be amazing. You hear me? I expect GTA 6 to be amazing. For one, look how long it's taken to come out. And for 2, it's fucking Rockstar. My expectations are extremely high when it comes to people like Rockstar and fucking Naughty Dog and so on and so forth. My expectations are high. So when you fall below that, I'm going to have something to say about it. I didn't have high expectations for, I don't even know the name of the studio that made Mind's Eye. What's the name? I don't even know the name of the studio. I know one of the, a developer or 2 is from Rockstar or some shit like that. I don't even remember the name of the fucking studio. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a lot of expectations for studios. I don't even know their name. It's their first game and shit like that. I don't love Mind's Eye. I didn't think Mind's Eye was amazing. I said what I played so far, story-wise, was interesting, and I would like to continue to see how the story unfolds. That's it. And I didn't. That's the funny thing. Oh, one dude said, you what did he say? I got standards for Battlefield, but I didn't have standards for Mind's Eye. What did he say? Oh, where were my standards for Mind's Eye? So I came on here and told y'all that I put the game down until it got patched, right? Wouldn't that mean I got standards? Would that not mean that I actually that standards are in place? Where were your standards for Mind's Eye? The game that I put down, wait until it was up to standard. Because the performance in the actual game itself was 2 different things. A lot of people talk shit about the performance of the game. You know what I mean? All the bugs that the game had and shit like that. That's what a lot of people was talking shit about, because a lot of people didn't even play the game to even see if the story was of any good or not. So they looked at a bunch of YouTube videos, or they looked at a bunch of clips on Twitter, and they came to their conclusion, right? I actually played the game and was like, yo, this story is pretty interesting. I definitely want to finish this, but it's below my standards. So I'm putting it down until they fixed it. Wouldn't that mean I had standards for Mind's Eye? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? You know what I mean? Please, you can pull up right now, anybody. You know what I mean? Again, y'all always wait till the podcast end to want to start talking. You can pull up right now. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll send you the link. You can pull up right now and expose Hard 8. You know? Pull up right now and debate right now. Since you busy on Sunday, maybe you're free right now. You know what I'm saying? You can pull up right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't that mean I have standards for Mind's Eye also if I put the game down until it get fixed? Same way I did with Jedi Survivor. Took me a year to get to that game because it didn't play like I would like it to play, so I put it down. Wouldn't that mean I had standards for Mind's Eye, or am I tripping? Where were your standards for Mind's Eye? A game I put down because I'm waiting on patches because it doesn't meet my standards. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this fucking shit up. So that must mean I have standards. What's going on, Super Saiyan Bone? What's good with you? What's up, man? Shout out to you, man. Welcome, welcome. Build a Rocket Boy. That's the name of the Mind's Eye devs. But no, I'm just saying, am I tripping right now? And I'm looking at the comments section. I'm reading the comments right now. Am I tripping? Wouldn't that mean I have standards if I put the game down and I'm waiting for patches? Again, if I didn't have standards, I would have beat the game already. The game would have been beat already because you can play the game and beat it. It's in a functional enough state where you can actually play the game and beat it. Few people around here did play the game and beat it. It's in a functional state where you can actually play it and beat it, but it's not up to my fucking standards. So I put it down. So am I tripping? So how does somebody say 8? Where were your standards for Mind's Eye and they get 35 likes? Who was that? Was that did retards thumb that up? Because if I put the game down and I'm waiting for patches, that must mean it doesn't meet my standards. I could actually play Mind's Eye right now and get through that game. It's not broken where you can't play the game and finish it. the performance is just not where I want my performance to be when we're talking about a PC game. So if I didn't have standards, I don't think I would have put the game down. Po Boy 57, you fucking dummy. You're a dummy. And why you ain't pull up with that sentiment? Why y'all niggas never pull up? Why do y'all wait till the podcast be 6 hours long? Yesterday podcast was 6 hours. Niggas had 6 hours to pull up. But as soon as the podcast ends, now the comment pop up. Pull the fuck up. Pull up right now, right? Pull up right now. It's just me and you. You ain't got nobody else. Ain't nobody else in here. It's just me and you. Pull up right now and make your motherfucking points. But you cowards will not. You niggas hide in the comment section because y'all niggas is pussy, dog. And y'all know y'all ain't got no fucking win. So you make your little comment, then you run the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where was your standards for Mind's Eye? A game that I put down because I'm waiting for patches. That says I have standards for Mind's Eye. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is fucking crazy. These people are fucking cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. Y'all can't get me ever. Sorry. Sorry. Shout out to Rain Man. Excuse me. Shout out to Rain Man. How's Mafia the old country? Mid so far. I put the game down. It's on ice until they patch it. Until it gets some patches. I need a couple of patches under his belt. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game, so you already know what that means. I need a couple patches under the belt before I can return back to the game. But so far, how many hours I got in it? I got 4.8 hours. I got 4.8 hours in the game. I just got past one of their set pieces where I'm like chasing some people on a horse. You know, I ain't gonna give them no spoilers. And that whole sequence was running so poorly. I can't continue the game until they patch that junk. So after they get a few patches, I'll continue to play it. But right now, it's right on ice. It's on ice, right next to Mind's Eye until they fix it. I'm not playing these games on PC in this type of condition. I'm just not doing it. So when they patch it, I'll get back to it. But right now, I'm focusing on playing other shit. Right now, I'm playing Last of Us. I should be finishing that up by the day of tomorrow, and then got to find something else in the backlog to get to. You know what I'm saying? Before some new releases come out, like Metal Gear is coming out this month, and might be something else. But listen, man. So far, Mafia, it doesn't feel like anything Mafia. Like if you played Mafia Definitive Edition, Mafia 2, and Mafia 3, you know, by this point in time in the game, shit was on and popping. I mean, Mafia 2, you know, you didn't become made until you was like to like the 10th chapter or some shit like that, but at least you was doing shit that had to do with a fucking Mafia. But anyway, I would wait for a sale. That's what I'll tell you. If you got to pay the 50, don't pay the 50. Wait for a sale. You know what I mean? Just wait on it. It ain't nothing that you need to break your neck to play right now. Just wait. By the time you get to it, it'll probably be a couple of patches. It'll probably be in a way better state. You know what I mean? If I was you, I would just wait. It ain't nothing you need to get right at this moment. You probably got some shit in the backlog you can get to, but I wouldn't jump on it right now. That's just my opinion. Shout out to Tavares Perry. I can't remember what the guy name was this AGS episode, but anyway, he was talking so much about Battlefield this, Battlefield that. There's up to 128 players in Battlefield 3, but never showed proof of the video. Oh, you talking about from yesterday? That was yesterday. Yes, I mean, unless you're talking about another time, but yeah, there was a guy yesterday saying that it was 128 players in Battlefield 3. He definitely never produced a video. I never seen it. They looked up some shit like they hacked the game, or I don't know. I never heard that, never seen it, never played it, never was brought on my radar. Again, during the Battlefield 3 run, I was subscribed to a lot of fucking Battlefield gamers at that time. I'm talking about the motherfucking Next Level Gaming and Jack Frags, Matemio, like all of those Battlefield guys that was back then. I was subscribed to all of them, and none of them never had no gameplay playing no 128 player Battlefield 3, and I never remember anybody ever mentioning that. So I have no idea what the fuck that's about. I have none. Shout out to Biddy O. Shout out to God at 360. He said, can we talk about how Jack looked like Big Pun in the last Solid Cast? LOL. Hey, hey yo, we're not here to talk about anybody else, man. Nobody else matters outside of AGS, man. So we just here to focus on AGS business. The last couple of weeks, man, I've been getting like messages complaining about the callers, man. People are complaining that the callers are bringing down the podcast. And this is no bullshit. I just literally got a message about like 12 hours ago about the podcast and the callers, because it's getting to the point where these arguments that we having are just stupid. They just fucking dumb. And again, it's because of the culture that has been adopted when it comes to AGS. It's like, instead of having decent conversations and arguments and shit like that, it's getting to the point where people are too focused on trying to expose the next man. You know what I mean? People are too focused on trying to win a debate by any means necessary, and it's really bringing down the entertaining value of the motherfucking podcast. Now, of course, everybody doesn't feel like this, right? But I'm getting messages weekly, literally weekly. You know what I'm saying? That people are starting to complain about what's going on the fucking podcast, because a lot of these conversations and arguments are fucking stupid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are dumb as shit. And it's because we have adopted this culture of where everybody is trying to expose somebody and they trying to do it by any fucking means necessary. Everybody wants to win an argument. Everybody wants to be right, and so on and so forth. So we start to have and going back and forth with some of the dumbest fucking conversations. Motherfuckers is lying, twisting up words, hearing what they want to hear, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you would think after niggas would bet, lose money, and all shit like that, they would like smarten up. But nah, it's like, it seems like it's getting worse by the fucking week. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's getting worse by the fucking week. Listen, like, once you get some of this shit through your fucking thick ass skull, you will understand everybody is not going to like every game the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Somebody could tell you, yo, I didn't like The Matrix. I didn't enjoy that movie, but I love Pootie Tang. That's just how things go, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. They don't love the Matrix. They don't like The Matrix. It's trash or whatever. They didn't like it. They wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But they love Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang had them on the fucking floor, cracking the fuck up, laughing, whatever the case may be. That happens. That happens, dog. Like, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does have to treat. Some games you got higher expectations for others. Correct? Some games you got higher expectations than others. What I expect from Rockstar is not what I expect from fucking Rocket Boy or whatever, or some other rinky-dink developer. I hold them at a way higher standard. So I'm gonna be more critical of a Rockstar than I am of a fucking Rocket Boy. You see what I'm saying? See how that goes? Everybody got different expectations for different studios and different fucking games, dog. Did I enjoy the fucking Suicide Squad story? Yes, I enjoyed the story. Take me to court. What the fuck? Is it the best Rocksteady? And here's another thing too. Did I enjoy Suicide Squad story? Yes, I did. Can I understand why people don't like Suicide Squad? Yes, I can. I understand why people don't like Suicide Squad. Shit, some of the things people say, I can agree with. You know what I mean? Is it Rocksteady's worst game? Yes, by far it's Rocksteady's worst fucking game. You know what I mean? That's not even a fucking question. But I did enjoy my time with the story. You know what I mean? Graphics was great. The cutscenes were fucking amazing. You know what I mean? I liked the different take when it came to the superheroes and shit like that. I enjoyed the fucking story. Is it the best game ever? No. Do I love the game? No. You know what I'm saying? Is the gameplay the best? No. It was serviceable. You know what I'm saying? It was serviceable. Do I wish Rocksteady would have continued in the direction that they were going? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I never said these things and they just go, he loves Suicide Squad. I never said I love Suicide Squad. You ain't hear me say Suicide Squad was a game of the year contender or it was one of the best games last year or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I played through the game. I beat the game and the story was fine. I enjoyed the story. It was funny at times. You know what I mean? It was brutal. I enjoyed it. What the fuck is the problem? I don't think it's one of Rocksteady's better games or best games. It doesn't compare to the Arkham series. It doesn't compare to the Arkham series. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. I'm scratching my head like everybody else when I'm like, why did y'all choose to go in this fucking direction? This live service shit. I mean, we know why they did it, but fuck. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? But that don't fucking mean that I think it's like this great fucking game because I enjoy the game that most people don't. And it's funny because people like Baldelli don't never bring up like the Order 8, not the Order, Rise of Son of Rise of what the fuck? Rise, Son of Rome. Why that game never gets brought up? That's a game that everybody hate, got like a fucking somewhere in the 50s, 60s on Metacritic. Everybody shitted on. I said that was one of my favorite games. And you notice that Baldelli don't never bring up that game. Why is that? Why y'all think he never bring that game up? Why does he never bring that game up? Oh, is that because that's a Xbox game? It's not an Xbox game. Oh, I enjoy Rise Son of Rome. I beat that game. I can't even remember how many times I beat that game. I beat that game multiple times. I enjoy the game. Y'all already know. I enjoy the game. I always enjoyed the game. Ever since I first played it, I thought it was a great game. You know what I mean? I didn't think it deserved the hate that it got. But you notice niggas never bring up that game. You know what I mean? Niggas don't never be like, oh, you like Rise Son of Rome, but you don't like, never, niggas never bring up that game. I wonder why. Shout out to Rain Man for the super chat. He said Mafia 2 and LA, I guess you meant LA Noir. Oh, and LA Lore was based. LA Lore. I don't really know what you mean by that one. I don't really know what you mean by that one, player. Shout out to Super Saiyan Bone for the super chat. If they add 128 players with that fixed Battlefield 6, that would be a great start. It's nothing wrong. Like Battlefield 6 is not broken. Ain't nothing to fix with Battlefield 6. You know what I mean? That's another thing Baldelli said. What did he say? This dumbass comment. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I never even said anything was like broken with Battlefield 6 or anything like that. Where is this at? Oh, dang, I can't. I need to just go straight to the fucking joint. I'm on the other joint. But no, nothing like Battlefield 6 is not like broken or anything. Like fixed. You know what I'm saying? I was just disappointed because it felt like we're going backwards. From 128 players to 64, which that already was a staple. 64, we had 64 with Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Hardline, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. We didn't have 64 players for so long. So when they finally went to 128, that was a big deal for me. That was a big deal for me. You know what I'm saying? So now that they revert back to 64 instead of like another number. Okay, you don't even want to do 128. You could have picked another number that's higher than 64. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. Like, I'm just disappointed in Battlefield because I expected more out of it. I didn't necessarily want to revert back to old Battlefield games. I still wanted them to move forward with the Battlefield franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just change everything that you did with Battlefield 2. Just fix whatever the complaints that the majority have. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, was people complaining about 128? And if they was, I don't understand why. Like, what the fuck is you complaining about 128 players for? Like, that shit, that I felt like that was the definition of Battlefield. That's like motherfucking the definition of a Battlefield game, all-out warfare. So I don't really fucking know. Where this fucking comment at? I'm not seeing that shit. Somebody said I need to start drug testing the callers. Hey, yo, that's crazy. What is shit? It's something. What did he fucking say? I don't even see the fucking comment right now. Hold on, let me see. Is this it? Nope. Where is this fucking comment at? I don't see the fucking comment no more. But anyway, he said some shit like, won't you give Battlefield the same grace you gave Mind's Eye and some shit like that. And it's like, dog, I never said that. Once you give them time to fix Battlefield, some shit like that, he said. And it's like, yo, I never said that anything was broken about Battlefield or that it need to be. Like, my issues with Battlefield it's nothing that they're going to patch in or nothing like that. That's a whole different design change. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with as far as that. It's going to be 64 players, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you're either going to deal with that or you're not going to play the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? As far as Battlefield itself, I'm just disappointed. I expected more. You know what I mean? Every map that we got so far is small maps. You know what I mean? And then the map that we got coming this upcoming weekend is also a small map where it's infantry only. They don't even. It's not even going to have it. It's not even going to have vehicles. You know what I mean? It's infantry only. So it's like, dog, when are we going to get some Battlefield maps? When am I going to start feeling like and getting those epic Battlefield moments? I'm going to be on Battlefield 6. I never said I wasn't going to play the game or I hate the game or some shit like that. I just said it's a step back. You know what I mean? It's a step back from where they were going. That's it. And one of the biggest reasons is motherfucking, the player count. That's it. I'm going to be on Battlefield day one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on Battlefield day one because I already said this. I'm a Battlefield fanboy, so I'm going to be on Battlefield regardless. I'm going to be on Battlefield regardless. Most likely probably going to play it more than, and that's the funny thing, like Baldelli not going to be on no Battlefield, so I don't even know why he concerned himself with Battlefield business. Like, why are you even concerning yourself with Battlefield? But you don't play Battlefield. You don't know shit about no Battlefield. That's another thing too. Expedition 33, I'm not going to try to jump in any conversations with Expedition 33. Why? Because I didn't play the game. So I cannot go back and forth with somebody that actually played the game. You see what I'm saying? I will not sit here and argue with somebody that actually played the game. If somebody played the game, they beat Expedition 33, and they think it's a good game or they think it's a bad game, I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with that person. How can I do that when I didn't play the game? So how can I tell that person if they right or wrong? That's not shit I'm going to do. So I don't understand why a nigga like Baldelli would try to tell me about Battlefield. You can't tell me shit about Battlefield. Nobody can, in fact. I actually play the game. I actually play the fucking game. And what happened when Battlefield 2042 came out? No, when Battlefield 5 came out, what happened? People hated the game. They shitted on the game, blah, blah, blah. And then what happened? Battlefield 2042 came out, and then it was the same cycle all over again. And then what happened? Oh, now Battlefield 5 is a good game. And the player count went up, and they had more peak players than it ever had in the last couple of years. Remember that shit? But I was always there from day fucking one. You know what I'm saying? I was always there from day one. So I don't understand how people that don't even play a fucking game can tell me how I should feel about that game. This nigga don't play a fucking Battlefield, so how you gonna tell me how to feel about Battlefield? Just like I can't tell nobody how to feel about Expedition 33. I can't tell nobody how to feel about Baldur's Gate. I didn't put the time in. So what the fuck do I look like going back and forth with somebody or telling somebody how they should feel about Baldur's Gate when I didn't play it? I'm going to tell somebody how they should feel about Baldur's Gate that beat the game when I only got less than 2 hours in it. How the fuck am I going to tell somebody that beat the game how to feel about Baldur's Gate? It won't happen. You see how silly you would look doing that? But you got motherfuckers that don't play Battlefield telling me how I'm supposed to feel about fucking Battlefield. This is the shit that's getting out of hand. Niggas are doing shit just to have arguments, just to disagree, just to debate, just to say shit. That shit getting corny, dog. And it's ruining the entertainment value of the fucking podcast when niggas come in there with these dumbass fucking arguments, dog. You know what I'm saying? When niggas come in here with these dumbass arguments, and Baldelli got a habit of doing that. He got a habit of trying to tell people how they should feel on shit that they actually played, which is crazy. Shout out to Silver Dirt Gamer 33. I wouldn't expect large maps for Battlefield 6 on release. Well, we got Firestorm, so that's a pretty large map. I mean, we can at least expect that. So far, the largest map that we know of is Firestorm. You know what I mean? The rest of the maps are small fucking maps. You know what I'm saying? They are small maps. Can you have fun playing Battlefield? Yes, you can have fun playing Battlefield. But if you want that, that classic Battlefield experience with the big maps, with the vehicles and everything going on, so far, you know what I'm saying? With Battlefield 6, you don't get that. You know what I mean? You get kind of a smaller, close quarter, hectic, grind fest or whatever, meat grinder type of shit going on with Battlefield 6 so far with the maps that they have chose to give us. I'm just disappointed in Battlefield 6. That's it. It's not like I'm not going to play it. I'll be there. I'm playing Battlefield. I'm a Battlefield fanboy. There's no way I'm skipping Battlefield unless the shit turned out to be as bad as Hardline. And I put nowhere near the amount of time in Hardline or any other Battlefield, but I still was even playing that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't like that shit. Shout out to Champ. Just want to say, I love you, 8. Love is love. Shout out to Champ, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to RJ's Orgasms Flex. Pause. I gave RJ a good round this morning. They not here right now. They are not here right now. Save it for when they are here. Let me check my DMs. Yeah, nobody wanted to join. This is your chance because some of y'all niggas be acting like y'all busy on Sundays. Pull up now, man, and tell me what I need to hear, man. Pull up right now. Y'all niggas always wait till the podcast over to be in the motherfucking chat. Pull up right now. Hit my DMs on Twitter. I'm here. I'm here. Pull up. Nobody feel like typing back and forth. Pull the fuck up. You know what I mean? That's what we doing. Pull up. I'm going to be on that buffet day one? What the fuck? I'm going to be on a buffet day one. Yo, you should be a comedian. That was fucking hilarious, dog. Funniest shit I heard all week. Wow, wonderful. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Dante 61680. I'm late, but the title of this AGS Lite is perfect for RJ. Never seen someone lie as much as him. Well, again, motherfuckers will lie to prove a point, to try to get a point across and all that shit, and that shit is crazy. That's what's going on right now. That seems to be a disease right now. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is trying to win debates. Motherfuckers is trying to be right. And motherfuckers want to win arguments by any means necessary. So if that mean they gonna lie, they will lie. That's why you got to fact check and back everything up. Because some of the shit motherfuckers be saying, you be like, nigga, what? No, show me that. Show me that. And then they changed it. Then they change up. Like, no, what I meant was, nigga went from 1 million to 200,000. This shit be fucking hilarious, dog. This shit be hilarious. Shout out to Derek J. Apparently the other side was throwing shots about gaming with the ops in your 2042 game night. Heard he was trash too. Yes, I'm talking about Alex and his boys. They were the other side throwing shots about gaming. What you mean exactly? 2042 game. What you talking about? throwing shots about gaming with the ops in your 2042 game night. Heard he was trash. He was trash too. Yes, I'm talking about Alex. What you mean exactly? Like, who was throwing shots about what? What is that? What was said exactly about the game night? First of all, the game night was fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? The game night was fucking popping. I don't know. I mean, what would anybody have to say about the AGS game night? The shit was popping. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing really. Numbers don't lie. No, numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? Niggas could tell lies all they want. Niggas could say what they want. Them numbers don't lie though. You know what I mean? I think that AGS game night got like over 5,000 views or some shit like that. Most of the crumb side ain't getting that. And most of the crumb side ain't getting that on their gameplay videos or their motherfucking game night videos. Most of the crumb side ain't getting that. So I don't know what anybody would have to say about AGS game night with 2042. Yeah. No, I know you're talking about Alex. I know what Alex he's talking about. I'm just saying what exactly was saying. What exactly was said. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah. Check them views out. Most of the crumb side ain't getting that. Yeah. I'll be looking. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, the niggas to be lying, man. Niggas be lying out here again. That's why the shit is getting out of hand, because it's like, yo, you ain't gotta do all this fucking lying to try to prove a point, or you want to be right, or you want to like it ain't no need for none of that. It ain't no need for none of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no need for none of that. So I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers be talking about. Shout out to Kwanzim, because Kwanzim, what? niggas wouldn't question you if you're an engineer. I know where you got that from. I know where that's from, man. I seen that shit, dog. That's funny as hell. That shit funny, man. This shit crazy, man. This motherfucking internet be having niggas' brains fried, man. Straight up fried, dog. That shit is insane, yo. But nah, I know what you're talking about too. That shit funny as fuck. If I was an engineer, man, damn, man, say it ain't so. But let me see. And it's a funny thing too, like, this how you know when motherfuckers is really just trying to argue dumbass shit, right? We literally played Battlefield 2042 last Saturday. We literally had 2042 game night last Saturday, and everybody had a fucking blast, right? The Battlefield game that's supposed to be so bad, everybody had a good fucking time. So why is motherfuckers not understanding that 2042 ain't the game that launched? It ain't the game that you think it is. It's not. It's nowhere as bad as some of these people think that it is. We literally last weekend had a whole Battlefield 2042 game night, and everybody had a fucking blast. So why is motherfuckers acting like, yo, this is insane for you to say? This is insane for you to feel like at this point in time, Battlefield 2042 is a more funner game, or whatever like that. We literally just had a whole fucking game night with 2042. The fucking Discord had like 30, 40, 50 fucking people in there. Everybody having a great fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having a great time. Everybody said they had a great time. Again, I had people tell me they don't know when the last time they played a game 5 hours straight. I had people telling me that 2042 is way better than they thought. I had people telling me that they are now playing 2042. So what the fuck are we talking about? We literally just had a whole game night, It's right there. You can go watch it right now. Everybody had a good time. Everybody had a good time. Wasn't nobody like, yo, man, this fucking game is fucking trash. I'm out. Heart 8, I don't know why you had the 2042. That joint was trash. 2042 had the most people pull up for game night. No other game pulled in that many people as 2042 did. No other game night. 2042 had the most fucking attendance for participants. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it got the most views when it comes to any other game night too. So why is some people finding it hard to believe that a motherfucker enjoyed 2042 more than Battlefield 6? Like that's impossible to do. It's not. If you got a motherfucker that want to play with 128 fucking people and they are doing that and they having a great time at it, I don't understand why you would struggle with thinking somebody like, man, the maps are small and 64 players. Oh man, I'm disappointed, man. You know, the game ain't bad. It ain't trash and nothing like that. It ain't garbage. I'm there day one, but damn, I didn't want to go backwards. I wanted to go forward. You know what I mean? Instead of just reverting back to what everybody loved, try to just fix every problem that people had with 2042 and go from there. You know, everything added in 2042 didn't need to be removed, like the dynamic weather. You know what I'm saying? What happened to why take the dynamic weather out? What was wrong with that? Did people have a problem with the dynamic weather? That's fucking great. That's moving forward. You know what I mean? Where the game starts off sunny and then out of nowhere, it could just start raining. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hurricanes coming and shit like that. Like, yo, what was wrong with that? Why did they remove that? Like everything from 2042 just wasn't like terrible and it just needed to go away. Like, come on, man. Battlefield 6 so far has no verticality. You know what I mean? No verticality. Somebody just put up a video on Twitter talking about the only way to get up on a roof is by glitching your way up on a roof. So hopefully by the time, you know, the game actually comes out, they add some ladders or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Then people complain, don't nobody want people camping on a roof. That's what the destruction is for. That was one of the great things about Battlefield. Oh, y'all camping in that building? I'm going to bring that motherfucker down. Now where you going to camp at? Oh, they camping up on that roof? Blow the whole fucking roof off. Now they can't camp up there no more. That's one of the benefits of fucking Battlefield and the destruction. Oh, you want to sit there and camp in that window? Boom, I'm going to blow that whole motherfucking side of the building out. Now you're exposed. Now camp. You see what I'm saying? That's some of the greatness about Battlefield, the dynamicness of changing the map and shit like that. So, you know, things are missing right now. You know, it's a few things that needs to be added to Battlefield 6 that would complete it as making it be, you know, give you that old feel. I want to go back, give you that old Battlefield feeling. You know what I mean? It got issues. It's not a perfect game. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect game. As far as the beta goes, the maps that they have given us are disappointing. They're too small. They're too small. We need a Battlefield map. We need a map with 7 flags. We need Conquest Large on Battlefield 6 moving forward. We need Conquest Large. Like, that's it. I'm going to be on Battlefield day fucking 1, dog. I'm there. Nigga, I'm on it. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? We need Conquest Large. I'm talking like this is the final game. What you mean by that? Like the final game? I'm talking like this is the last Battlefield game? No, I'm not. No, I know this ain't the last Battlefield game, but this is the Battlefield game that I got to play for the next 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? Or however long it's going to be before Battlefield 7 or whatever that is. Or whatever they decide to call the next one. You know what I mean? Shout out to Silver Dirt Gaming 33 for the super chat. He said, based off of 2042 post-launch support, we might be safe though. 2042 got shitted on and they stuck with it. Battlefield 6 needs some work though. Vehicles are not it right now. Oh no. Listen, they're going to. I mean, hopefully they have been listening to player feedback and all that shit. So, you know, we got a long ways to go. You know what I'm saying? We got a long ways to go. We already know that they're going to have seasons and shit like that. We know they're going to be adding new maps. They are listening. They said they listening on what other classic maps to bring back and shit like that. So it's a long way to go. It's not over. You know what I'm saying? It's not over. And this is why I specifically said at this point, 2042, I had more fun playing 2042. At this point, I said that because that could change. That could change. You see what I'm saying? By the time it's all said and done, Battlefield 6 could be a better game to me. By the time this is all said and done. I'm just saying, as of right now, that's how I feel. That's exactly what I said. You see what I'm saying? I said that already. But again, people don't listen. You know what I mean? People don't fucking listen because they too busy trying to prove a point or win an argument or some shit like that. It's stupid. Shout out to the art peasant. Just want to show support, player. Oh, good looking, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. And it gets annoying because you talk. You say shit repeatedly. Like some people wonder why you repeat things over and over again, because it don't matter how many times you say something, you still got a few retarded motherfuckers that want to twist up what you said, put words in your mouth, or not comprehend, no matter how many times you say something. You know what I'm saying? Again, I said I put Mind's Eye on ice until they patch it, right? A motherfucker didn't come back and say, why you ain't treat Mind's Eye with the same standard or some shit like that? Why you don't have no standards for Mind's Eye? No, where was your standards when it came to Mind's Eye? What? Did you not just hear what I said? I said I put it on ice until it get patched. Wouldn't that mean I had standards? Wouldn't that mean Mind's Eye is being held to a standard that I don't even want to play it until it gets fixed? But see what I'm saying? People hear what they want to hear. They just make up shit in their mind. Again, we have, like, AGS has gotten to the point where people are more focused on trying to expose people or trying to win an argument or a debate that they are no longer paying attention to what you actually said. Like, that has now went out the door because they are so focused on trying to prove you wrong in some way, shape, or fashion. This is what they focus on nowadays. And this is why we have the problems that we have now. This is why some people are tuning out from the podcast, because these dumbass arguments get redundant. You know what I mean? These dumb, stupid debates, they get redundant when you can't say shit more clear than you already say it, and people still want to fucking change it up. Again, it's the classic case of I love orange juice. So you saying you don't like soda? No, I didn't say that. I'm talking about orange juice. Yeah, but why bring up orange juice if you ain't gonna bring up soda? Because I'm talking about orange juice. But I'm saying, though, soda is right there, though. You're not going to talk about soda? This is the type of arguments niggas is having. And it's like, the viewers are watching this shit. And they're like, yo, this shit is fucking stupid, yo. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out. I can't take no more of this shit. And like I told y'all a few minutes ago, you know what I mean? I'm starting to get messages like on a weekly basis complaining about the callers. People are in the comments talking about you need to drug test the callers and shit like that, because it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, this shit is getting out of pocket now. It's getting out of pocket. And like, again, if we can just get back to having decent arguments and decent debates, everything will be fine. We got to stop trying to win all the time, but win by any means necessary. That's the problem. Motherfuckers want to win their conversation by any means necessary. Excuse me. They want to make up shit and lie, twist words, and they just want to do whatever they got to do for them to feel like I got a fucking victory. I got a victory. Every fucking week, Ball Daily is in the comment section. No matter what is said, like, it could be the craziest shit said on the fucking on the joint. Like, it could be an episode where somebody could be like, yo, man, I really like eating shit. I think shit tastes delicious. I like eating hot, steamy shit. Somebody could say that on a podcast, and Baldelli will completely ignore that and be like, but 8 don't like Expedition 33 though. Oh, he playing Rinky Dink game number 3, but he don't like Expedition 33 though. Nigga, a nigga just said on his podcast and said he like eating shit, and you worrying about what game I like or don't like? You ain't got nothing to say about this nigga just saying he like eating steamy piles of shit. That's like what's going on right now. Like, that's the type of shit that is fucking going on right now. Motherfucker is so focused on Hard 8, the shit is insane. And keep losing every time. Like, and we talking about niggas losing real money. And this is why this nigga's so salty, though, at the end of the day. Baldelli is salty as fuck because he done lost so much money to me. He trying to get a win by any means necessary. Nobody takes him serious. He's nobody's favorite. Nobody is running around like, yo, this nigga Baldelli is, you know what I mean? He's one of my favorite callers. He be fucking breaking shit down. None of that. No type of accolades from nobody. It might be 1 or 2 other retarded motherfuckers that be siding with Baldelli. But majority of the people watching be like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? This shit is fucking crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. But let me see. Let me read some of these comments, man. Let's see. Where we got another one. Again, I told y'all, hates Mafia, but love Mind's Eye. Never even said I love Mind's Eye. Never once that I said I love Mind's Eye. Then the motherfucker said I love Suicide Squad. Never said that. Never said that. What else we got? Let me see. Nothing. I guess that was really it. I don't really see nothing else. I don't really see nothing else. But that's about it. If I see something else, I'll bring it up, man. But yeah, this shit is getting annoying at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely getting annoying at this point because it's like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Like, my biggest issue is just the making up shit and twisting up words and shit. Because it's like, yo, you sit here, and again, we sit here in this podcast shit. We do this podcast shit. We talking for fucking 6 hours and shit like that. You know what I mean? We done had these, a lot of these conversations. We done had multiple fucking times at this point. We done had these conversations multiple times. I done said the same shit multiple times, over and over. And motherfuckers still will take your words and interpret them to what they want, and or just straight up lie and just put words in your mouth and say the shit that you never said, even though you done repeated yourself multiple times. And this is why motherfuckers repeat themselves when it comes to like this internet shit or this YouTube shit and shit. This is why motherfuckers repeat themselves over and over again. Because again, no matter how much you do it, motherfuckers still misunderstand what you say. Or they purposely misunderstand what you say. Motherfucker said, I'm never going to turn on 2042 again when Battlefield 6 comes out. Like that, I don't do that with every Battlefield game. Battlefield 4 came out, never played Battlefield 3 again. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I did play Battlefield 3 after 4. When I had first got 4K TV, when I first got my 4K TV, this was during Battlefield 4. When I first got a 4K TV back in 2014, I had downloaded Battlefield 3 because I wanted to see what Battlefield 3 looked like in 4K. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken at the time, Battlefield 4 might have been too demanding, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to see how Battlefield 3 looked in 4K. So I downloaded Battlefield 3. I don't even remember if I finished a match, but that was it. But like once Battlefield 4 came out, Battlefield 3 had its run. We played the game a ton, had a blast. It's one of my favorite Battlefield games. Now the new shit is out. Battlefield 4 is out. Now we on to the next one. Even back when I was playing Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? When I was playing Call of Duty, when the new Call of Duty come out, we don't play the old Call of Duty no more. You know what I'm saying? When Black Ops came out in 2010, we didn't play Modern Warfare no more. We was off that. You know what I'm saying? We was off that. That happens with every multiplayer. If there's a multiplayer game that I play, and it's like, they have, new releases. Once the new release come out, I don't play the previous multiplayer. We used to be on Uncharted 2 heavy. Once Uncharted 3 came out, there's no more Uncharted 2 multiplayer. We moved on. Now we on Uncharted 3 multiplayer. Same thing when Uncharted 4 came out. Now we on that multiplayer. We don't play Uncharted 3 no more. I don't play Uncharted 3 no more. You know what I mean? Some people don't move on. Some people still stay and all that shit. That's not me. I move on. Once the new entry to a multiplayer game comes out that I play, I move on. It happens with every game. So saying that I'm never going to play Battlefield 2042 again after Battlefield 6 come out, that's most likely going to happen because that's what I do for every Battlefield game. No matter how much I like the previous one. Once the new hotness is out, y'all, and this is the thing, y'all already know how I am when it comes to new. Yeah, I mean, new always takes precedent over old. You know what I mean? When the new Battlefield come out, it's like, man, ain't nobody playing that old ass 2042. Y'all already know how I be. Ain't nobody playing that old ass 2042 no more. We did that already. That's past. That's the past now. We ain't playing that old ass 2042 no more. We on the new shit. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's how it's always been with me. I'm on that new shit. They got the new multiplayer in the franchise that I play. I'm on to the new one. You know what I mean? I'm on to the new one. It's the same thing when 2K, the same thing with 2K. You play 2K24 or whatever 2K. Once the next one come out, you move on. I'm playing the new shit. I ain't playing when 2K26 come out, I'm not going to be playing 25 no more. I'm not going to be on 25 no more. I'm going to be on 26. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily mean that 26 is better than 25. I'm just on that new shit. And it's not bad enough that would force me to stay on 25. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with like Battlefield. Battlefield 6 ain't bad enough to make me be like, I'm not playing that shit. I'm just going to keep playing 2042. Nah, it's good enough where I'm moving on. I'm just disappointed. I just wish it was better. I just expected more. That's all. It's really that simple. It ain't really more. It ain't really too much to it. Let me check my Twitter DMs. Nope. Right now, this is AGSLIVE, but anybody can pull up right now. For the people that be having shit to say, you know what I mean? For the people that like to wait until the podcast end before you open your mouth, you can pull up right now. You know what I mean? I'm here. What's up? Shout out to Cybergenesis for the super chat. He said, "Sup, 8. Will you try Lost Soul aside?" Absolutely not. Nope. Not interested. I looked at the trailer, saw the gameplay. I am not interested. I will not be playing Lost Soul aside. I'll probably be on Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. I will not be on Lost Soul aside. I also will not be on Gears of War multiplayer because that Gears of War multiplayer is trash. I may play through the story, maybe, because I just played through all the Gears of War. No, I just played through Gears of War Ultimate like last year or some shit like that. So I'm not really in the rush to play the story. They did give me the game. I did get that game from Microsoft for free or whatever because I already had I already own Ultimate. So I don't know if I'm gonna play the story anytime soon. I may not. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not on the Lost Souls. I'll be on Metal Gear. I'm not playing. I'm just Lost Souls don't look interesting to me. Shout out to Business Kid Gaming, member for 32 months. Matter of fact, yeah, I didn't even look at like what Lost Souls is about, like story wise. I don't know. Is it cinematic? I just looked at the gameplay and I wasn't really interested. But if it got if the story seemed interesting, it's like a cinematic type of story or some shit, I may give it a shot if it's one of those types of games. But if it's one of them silly ass RPG games where I just, I don't really be getting into the story, then probably not. Been having a blast playing Battlefield 6. I even did all the challenges, but I definitely missed the dynamic weather and not having 128 players. It's crazy. What is this? Xbox 360? Well, the Xbox 360 didn't even have 64 players. You know what I mean? That was one of the big deals with Battlefield 4 when we was going to PS4 and the Xbox One. Consoles was finally getting 64 players. That was way back in 2013. So, yeah, we pretty much reverted back to 2013. Every Battlefield game since 2000, I'm not even sure about like Battlefield 21, 42, like all them old Battlefield games. I don't know much about those games. I don't know much of anything about those games. Yeah, I mean, I did look at like a retrospective on Battlefield a long time ago, but I don't really know much about them. I ain't play them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there and shit, right? But as far as 64 players, I first got introduced to that with Battlefield 3. And after Battlefield 3, it was 64 players all the way up to Battlefield 5. 64 players, 64 players. Finally, we get the player number increased, and now they have reverted back. So, I mean, you got every right. Anybody got any right to feel a little disappointed that you got the number increased. And that's one of the big things that you wanted, and now they reverting back. Anybody would be disappointed with that. Like, shit is crazy. Shout out to Derek J for the super chat. WWP Peoples was giving Alex shit. Oh, they was giving him shit about being in the game night last week. Was spoken on the last WWP. Said he gaming with the ops and he shouldn't do that. Their words. I would assume they was joking. I would assume they was joking. Like, it depends on who actually said it. You know what I'm saying? I know fucking BG ain't say no shit like that, or excuse me, or Jack Move. I know Kid Smooth and nobody ain't said it. Probably if any whoever said it probably was like one of the stragglers or one of the scramblers or some shit like that. I would assume they was probably joking. You know what I'm saying? I would assume that they were joking. Or maybe they actually wasn't joking. That's why Alex had left. Right? That's why he came in there making all that noise, corny jokes, you know what I mean, trash gameplay, and that's why he left prematurely. I don't know. But I would assume niggas was just joking. You know how niggas are. That's probably just jokes and some shit like that. Because it's like, again, the main WWP people probably didn't say that. So a bunch of scramblers and scragglers, they don't really matter. Ain't nobody listening to them. They probably, but 9 out of 10, they probably was joking. And then if not, it's like, how the fuck I'm a op? I don't even know you niggas. It probably was, if whoever said it probably was somebody I never even talked to. Like, I don't even know these niggas. So it's like, how the fuck you my op? And I don't even know who the fuck you is. So if anything, it probably was just jokes. You know what I mean? 9 out of 10. I don't think none of that shit was serious. Or it could have been. I don't know. But if I had to guess, just to give the benefit of the doubt, I would say probably niggas was probably just joking. Or they could, or like I said, or they could have not been. I don't know. But like I said, whoever it was, it probably was somebody I don't even know who they is. Who are these people? Don't know. Shout out to Keyop 901. Sup 8, continue to do you. Never forward in these gaming streets. Missed the 90s where it was all about the games and the experience, no matter the platform. Oh, man. I never fold. Never that, I'm always gonna, I'm gonna have my opinion and I'm gonna stand on my motherfucking opinion, man. It's just that, and again, I don't have no problem with somebody having a difference of opinion. Just don't be trying to lie on me or put words in my mouth or some shit like that. I don't care if you don't agree with me. That's fine. You don't agree. That's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to make it seem like I said something when I didn't. Don't try to make it seem like I feel one way when I never gave you that feeling that's how I felt and whatever like that. I explained myself. I think I explained myself clearly enough on where I'm at, where I stand, and how I feel. So it ain't no need for nobody to be making up shit or lying. Like none of that shit is called for. You know what I mean? That's my issue. I don't care if you don't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's cool. I don't want you to agree with everything I say. But don't try to make it seem like I said something that I didn't. You know what I mean? Saying that I love Mind's Eye, I never said that. I never fucking said I love Mind's Eye. I said the story seems interesting. I want to see how it play out, and I'm not playing it until they fix it. That's it. Nobody never said they love the game and all this type of shit. Shit is fucking crazy. People just be starting stuff. Oh, you know niggas be starting stuff. You know motherfuckers love drama and shit. Yeah, I mean, but you know, AGS is open. Anybody can call in with their issues and their problems, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They just gossip like a bunch of bitches in Discord and shit to a bunch of other men. The shit be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be having an issue and don't never pull up. Pull up with your issue. Pull up and state your issue. You know what I'm saying? It's the thing, but see, the problem is they don't really got no issue. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no need to pull up. What they trying to do is they want to fit in certain circles and shit like that. You know what I mean? They want to be down and shit. These brandy ass niggas. I want to be down. They want to be down and shit. You know what I mean? So they'll force some shit that they really don't feel just to, you know, just so they, you know what I mean? Their peers can look at them a certain way. They really don't got no issue. Because if you had an issue, you would pull up. Half of these people that claim to be having issues with me, I don't even know they exist. So I'll be like, you got an issue with yourself. Who the fuck are you? I don't even know that you fucking exist. You know what I mean? It'd be a lot of these scramblers and scragglers all around here be talking shit. I don't even know these people. Who are you motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? But that just be them trying to fit in, man. They trying to, you know what I mean, get cool points with certain circles and shit like that. So I don't even be knowing half of these fucking people, though. I don't know who these people are. These people are fucking ghosts, Casper. You know what I mean? They fucking Casper out here. I don't know these fucking people. They be like, they got a problem with me. I never had a conversation with them a day in life. But it's like AGS is open. You got a real problem, you could pull up. The fuck? All you gotta do is hit me up in the Twitter DMs and pull up. But they already know how that's gonna go. So, you know, and again, they don't have no real problem. So when they come in, if they was to pull up and state their problem, 9 out of 10, they gonna look like a fucking clown. That's why you mad? They don't have no real problem. That's why they never pull up. And again, if they did pull up and state their problem, it's gonna make them look crazy because a lot of that shit just be off emotions. How you got a problem with a motherfucker you ain't never talked to? How you got a real issue with somebody you never had a conversation with? How you got a real issue with somebody that don't even know you exist? How? It's off of some emotional shit. Oh, you don't like what I said about a fucking game or a console or some shit, or you don't like what I said about another fucking stranger. You know what I'm saying? It's it's some emotional shit. So they know not to pull up because they're just gonna leave looking like a fucking clown. We done had people pull up in the past. How that turn out? And how many people pulled up? Hey, I really don't got no issue with you. Exactly. You're just trying to fit in. You know what I mean? What happened with the boy? What's the boy was in Discord and shit? Got exposed. I forgot that nigga name, man. What the fuck is that nigga name, man? Damn. What's the boy name? I think they be confusing him with Hezen sometimes. I forgot that nigga name, but y'all remember when he was in the motherfucking Discord talking shit, and then when he pulled up into the podcast, then it was like some old excuses he came up with. Like, these motherfuckers don't really be having no fucking issues. I don't know these niggas for these niggas to be having no real fucking problems. I don't even talk to these dudes. So, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't have no real problem. They just doing whatever they need to do to fit in with the circle that they're trying to fit in with. Nigga was over in Discord trying to get some cool points, so he was acting like he had an issue with Hard 8. Niggas don't be having no real motherfucking issues. My motherfucking chat is open every motherfucking Sunday, man. We there like, 5-6 hours every motherfucking Sunday. Anybody got a real problem, pull up and state your motherfucking problem. They don't do that because they don't got no real issue. It's just them trying to be down with certain niggas. Bunch of lame ass niggas at that. Niggas trying to be down with a bunch of suckers, bunch of nerds and shit that sit in Discord all day talking about other men. Imagine trying to get into that circle. Imagine trying to get cool with niggas that sit around gossiping about other men all day that they wouldn't do nothing to in real life. Imagine that. Imagine trying to be down with niggas that wouldn't hit water if they fell out of boat. Like, what the fuck? That's who you want to be down with? You want to be down with niggas that's scared to cut their own birthday cake? That's who you want to be down with? Okay. Go over there and just go off. Say whatever you got to say about me, man, if that's going to get you into them circles. But picture that. I'm trying to be down with these niggas, man. These niggas is cool. They sit in Discord and gossip about other men all day, man. I'm trying to be down. What I got to do? Oh, that nigga Hard 8? I don't like that nigga either, man. Fuck that nigga Hard 8. That shit funny to me. Shit is fucking hilarious, dog. That shit is fucking hilarious, man. I'm telling you, 9 out of 10, man. Most of these motherfucking scramblers and scragglers you see that got an issue with me, I never had a conversation with them. In fact, I don't even know they exist. How you love that? Now ask them niggas, damn, why you really mad? Nigga, why you really fucking mad? This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I want to be down. Imagine that being a goal. I'm trying to be down with the gossiping crew. I want to talk about other men too. Invite me. That shit is too hilarious. It's too funny, man. Imagine that. Imagine wasting your fucking day doing shit like that. Shit is crazy. Niggas don't get no pussy, ain't got nothing going on, ain't got no friends in real life. You should be spending your time trying to accomplish that at least. You know what I'm saying? Try to do that instead of worrying about other niggas on the fucking internet and trying to be down with with groups of niggas that just gossip about other men all day. That shit is wild, dog. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine being in that type of time. I couldn't imagine. You got to be fucking crazy. This shit is insane. Hit the like button, people. Make sure you check out AGS Live from yesterday, man. We had a good time, man. In fact, it was a 6-hour podcast. That shit went fast as shit. I know. I looked up at the timer. I was like, 6 hours? God damn. That shit went super fast. It didn't even feel like that podcast was 6 hours yesterday. That was crazy. That was crazy. But, you know, AGS be fun. For the most part, AGS be fun. But some of these conversations, some of these back and forth, some of these debates, they really be stupid. And if I was a betting man right now and shit, I would say the next idol turn rival is going to definitely be Ball Daly. He's probably next up on. I would say he's probably next up. Shit, he might be an idol turn rival from my perspective. From my end. That nigga keep playing with me. He might be an idol turn rival on my end. He might be my first idol turn rival, man. On my end, though, from my end. Not from his end. Usually it's from the other end. You know what I mean? No, from my end. That motherfucker. This nigga annoying as fuck, dog, with these dumbass fucking arguments this nigga be trying to come up with. This shit be crazy, dog. That shit has run its course. Like, yo, try something else, dog. I know you try and get back because I done took so much money from you. You know what I'm saying? You always like you lose real money. You know what I mean? Real money. So I know nigga trying to get his get back. He feels some type of way, but it's like, nigga, try something else, man. These arguments are fucking shit, dog. Come up with something else. Gonna tell him not to come back like Jeremy. Yo, that nigga, man, he keep trying, man. This shit is like, dog, fall back, man. God damn. Every week, go look at every comment section from the past couple of weeks and on AGS. You're going to see Ball Daly in the fucking comment trying his best, trying his hardest to prove some type of fucking point. Dog, it's like, yo, give it up, man. You lost real money from me multiple times, over $300. Over 300. It's probably going to be more. Like, yo, give it up, man. You got a long ways to go before we even, right? I done gave this nigga so many L's. We got a long way to go before we even. And I gave you real L's. Like that shit ended with you coming out of your pocket. That's real L's. It's going to be a long time. before you can even think to have a chance to fucking even this shit up, man. I'm so far ahead, and he trying his hardest to like get back. It's like, fall back, dog. This shit is crazy. I can't even say I enjoy, like, I can't even say at this point, I enjoy 2042 more. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say that without this motherfucker talking about some, oh, you capping for 2042. How am I capping for a game that I got over 200 hours in? I can't be capping. I must like the game because y'all been here a long time. Y'all been here a long time. Y'all know if I don't like a game, I don't play it. What Baldelli do now, he just annoying, dog. He in the comment section lying, just making up shit every fucking week. Like the last couple of weeks, he just been in the comment section. He like a fucking gnat or some shit, like a fly. He just be lying, dog. He be twisting up words. He be fucking like misinterpreting what you say on purpose. It's like, dog, fall back, man. It's like he keep trying to get a W. That's all. Like his whole existence now is like trying to get a W against Hard8. Like this is what he want to do so bad. So it's like he microanalyzing everything I fucking say. Every opinion I got, he analyzing it. The same dude that played an RPG game for 400 hours and couldn't name one character is worrying about me and my fucking opinion. Like, what the fuck? He just in the comment section trying to microanalyze every fucking thing I said. He said, can't believe an hour was wasted on 8 capping for damn 2042. How am I capping? I got over 200 hours in the game. So obviously I like the game. I don't put 200 hours in games I don't like. That just doesn't happen. He said, in his fake contrarian views against Battlefield 6, so now my views against Battlefield 6 is fake. So nothing I said, I expressed my disappointment and I expressed the issues I got with Battlefield 6. And that's all fake. It's all fake. It holds no weight. You know what I mean? Me having a problem with going back down to 64 players, that's just fake. When, if you was around, you know how hyped I was that when we found out that Battlefield 2042 was going to have 128 players. You know how hyped I was for that. But me saying that going back to 64, I don't like that. That's fake. And I've been saying that's not I'm not feeling that. But that's fake. All my concerns, the smaller maps, that's fake. What I said about having a problem with the smaller maps, that's fake, even though everybody can agree that the maps are small. You know, you might not have an issue with it, but you do know, like, yeah, the maps are small. You know what I mean? You had people on the podcast saying that this is the most Call of Duty-like Battlefield that they played. But again, all my views and my cons about the game, it's all fake. He then went on to say the whole time he'd been in the alpha, he was talking about this is it. Then now suddenly 2042 is better. Dog, the alpha, I never said the alpha was better than 2042. You never heard me say Battlefield 6 is better than 2042, and definitely not based on the alpha, because the alpha was in rough shape. What I did say about 2042 is that people that did not like, what I did say about this Battlefield 6 alpha is people that did not like Battlefield 2042, they will like this one because it was going back to what people fucking like. You know what I'm saying? It was going back. And what happened? How was everybody receiving Battlefield 6? Exactly. And that was months ago when I was in the alpha, but the alpha was in rough shape. You know what I mean? But I could see the potential of the game and where it was going. And I think I only played like one map, and that was Siege at Cairo. You know what I'm saying? But now that we on the beta, and then we got 3 maps, and then we got a 4th one coming. So we're going to have 4 maps in total. And then next weekend, the latest map that we get in the Brooklyn map is infantry only. A Battlefield game that's a Battlefield map that's infantry only. And we're talking about Battlefield. No, infantry only ain't never great. You know what I'm saying? That's never great. You want to do, especially when we talking about for conquest. If I want to do infantry only and shit like that, they got team deathmatch and all that for that. When we talking about conquest, no, ain't no fucking infantry only and conquest. Y'all know the only mode I play on Battlefield is conquest. So a person with a brain will understand why I got the expectations I got when I only play conquest, the premier Battlefield mode. I don't play team deathmatch. I don't play domination. I don't play King of the Hill. I don't play nothing else but conquest. So when it comes to conquest, I expect it to be a certain type of way when it comes to Battlefield. He then went on to say 8 never turning on 2042 again when Battlefield 6 comes out, and we all know it. Again, I already explained that. That happens with any battle. That happens with any game, any Battlefield game when the new entry arrives. I stop playing the old one when a new entry arrives. That happens with every fucking game when it comes to a multiplayer game. Rarely, and I mean rarely, do I play the old game once the new one is out. Rarely. I mean, to the point where I really don't do it unless I re-download it for a specific reason. Other than that, I don't play old games once the new entry come out. Then he went on to say, when it comes to a game he likes, when it's viewed negatively by the public, it's straw man argument after straw man argument. But if I say something about Starfield, he lets the Metacritic be the final say. I don't need to let Metacritic be anything. I played Starfield and beat it myself. I don't have to rely on no type of Metacritic for a game that I actually played and beat myself. I don't need no Metacritic score. And a lot of times when Metacritic is brought up, it's brought up to counter shit that they say because they always use a Metacritic. You know what I'm saying? They always use a Metacritic, but I don't need Metacritic when it comes to Starfield. I played Starfield and beat it myself. So nobody can tell me nothing about Starfield. I actually played it and beat it myself. Unlike Baldelli, who be capping for games that he never played. It's crazy. And that's another thing that's been going on the last couple of weeks. It's like this nigga trying to argue with me about games I actually played. I actually played the game and gave my opinion on the game, and he trying to tell me I'm wrong. Like, shit is crazy. He said, well, the Metacritic for 2042 is also the final say, and that motherfucker is a steaming orange box. Okay. So is the Order 1886 that I love. So is Rise of Son of Rome that I love. What does that mean? What does that mean? And again, here he go trying to make it seem like I use Metacritic to determine if a game is good or not. When we know I don't do that. We all know I don't do that. Again, once again, how many fucking times have we been down this road? I don't use Metacritic to determine if I like a game or not. I use my own fucking mind because I play these games that I don't like. That's the difference. I don't need Metacritic. I actually play the games that I don't like or that I give my opinion about. When I say Starfield ain't it, that's because I played Starfield. Fuck what the Metacritic say. The Metacritic don't even need to exist. I played Starfield. And it's not that great. It's not good. In my opinion. Shit. And a lot of people, even Bethesda fanboys don't like Starfield. Even Bethesda fanboys don't like Starfield. And once again, fucking the Order and Rise, I believe they got orange boxes or yellow boxes or fucking red boxes or whatever color it is. The Metacritic don't matter. I actually played the game. So therefore, I gave my opinion on games that I actually played. What the fuck are we talking about? I played. And what else did he say after that? And that was it. That's what he said. He had another fucking comment, but I can't find it. I don't know where it went. But that's what he said. Like, so it's like, see what I'm saying when it comes to this nigga, dog? I can't believe he capping for 2042. Oh, you talking about the game I got over 200 hours in? How can I be capping for a game that I actually played and actually put time in it? Again, once again, everybody knows I don't play games I don't like. If I don't like the game, I put it down. I don't put 800 hours into a game I don't like. I don't put 400 hours into a game I don't like. That was another thing with Any Boy. Any Boy said he hates everything about 2042 except vehicles. And then he went on to say he loved everything about Battlefield 1, but he had more time in the game that he hate everything about it except vehicles than the game that he loved everything about it. I don't know what planet y'all are from, but the planet I'm from, that don't make no fucking sense. How the game that you love everything about it got less hours played than the game that you hate everything about it except one thing. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So to try to tell me that I'm capping because I say I like a game that I got over 200 hours in, that doesn't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. He had another comment. Like I said, I just don't fucking see it. Oh, somebody said, I'm actually, shout out to Venom 8603. He said, I'm actually kind of disappointed with this Battlefield. Not a bad game, but I thought it would be the next evolution of the franchise. They downsized the player count and map size, and it doesn't feel like they use the free resources in the maps, gameplay, and graphics. This is more like remaking Battlefield 3 and adding DLC maps to it. So Baldelli responds, but it's a sequel. Isn't that the excuse I usually hear when 8 hears somebody complain about a sequel feeling similar? Oh my fucking God, dog. Now we are treating, when we talk about multiplayer games and them continuing the fucking count, we know that each game doesn't have nothing to do with the last when it comes to Battlefield, correct? That's what I'm talking about. So when somebody expects something different with Battlefield, even though it's a continued number, you don't treat that the same as a single player fucking game. No Battlefield is connected. You see what I'm saying? Battlefield 6 is not a continuation of Battlefield 5. It's not a continuation. They are two different games. They are two different games. Just because they continue to number, Battlefield games are not like your traditional sequel, right? It's not like the traditional sequel. A sequel is usually improving. When it comes to like single player games, that sequel usually improves on what's already there. You know what I mean? It's a continuation of what's already there. The story, the characters, so on and so forth. That's usually what happens with a traditional sequel. When we talk about multiplayer games, you know what I'm saying? That's usually not the case when we're talking about multiplayer games. So one Battlefield to the next is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the continuation. It's not in the traditional sense of how we usually look at a sequel. So to say, but it's a sequel, so like, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. That's another thing niggas be doing on this fucking podcast and shit. They play dumb to prove a narrative or to prove a point. They play dumb to prove a fucking point. Like, you know exactly what is being said. You understand exactly what people mean when it comes to sequels with certain games. When it comes to a multiplayer game like a Battlefield game, it's not a sequel in its traditional way like it is with other games. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Why do niggas gotta play dumb to try to prove a point? This shit is stupid. Hold on one second. Yeah, so that's another thing dudes be doing. Like, why play dumb to just try to prove a point? You know, Battlefield games are not like a traditional sequel to where you would expect the game to be exactly the same from one game to the next or whatever, or similar from one game to the next. You know, multiplayer games usually don't follow that traditional sequel route when it comes to naming a game at one after another. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why play dumb to try to prove a point? Come on, like, you know what's going on, dog. This is shit I be talking about. Like, you understand fully when we talking about a sequel for a single player game or a multi, they're not the same. It's the same with Call of Duty for the most part. But they got stories, right? Like Call of Duty got stories. But as far as the multiplayer portion, it'd be changing up dramatically. Because that's what happens with multiplayer. Battlefield don't have no single player. I mean, I think they coming with one this year, but you see what I'm saying? Like, that's single player. We're not talking about that. When it comes to the multiplayer, we already know the multiplayer is going to be different from one number to the next. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different from one number to the next. So we don't treat multiplayer games in the same sense of when we're talking about sequels, especially Battlefield. Like, come on, man. That's just dumb. Again, that's just dumb shit to try to prove a point. Shit is fucking crazy. But like I said, niggas don't want to pull up. Oh, here go the comment right now. So when somebody said, "Hey, where was your standards for Mind's Eye?" which I already proved that actually, obviously I have standards for Mind's Eye if I chose to put it down until they fix it. Why did I put it down? Because it's not up to my standards. So Po Boy 57, he's a fucking dickhead because obviously I got standards if I put the game down. Where was your standards for Mind's Eye? Nigga thought he was cooking. Where was your standards for Mind's Eye? I put the game down. The game's on ice until they fix it. So wouldn't that mean that it's not up to my standards? So what the fuck? But anyway, he told me, well, wait, because I had commented. I told him, I mean, I'm still waiting on Mind's Eye to get fixed. You know what I mean? If my standards was as low as these dweebs, then I would have beat the game already. But obviously I got standards. That's why I put it down until they fix it. He told me, well, wait for Battlefield 6 to get fixed. I never said Battlefield 6 was broken. And my issues with Battlefield 6 can't be fixed. They're not going to add 128 players later on. Now, some of the issues I had, I told y'all yesterday that there was like little small, little nitpicky shit that probably will get fixed in a patch or probably will be fixed by the time the game launch. But like my main core problem won't be fixed. You know what I'm saying? They won't patch that in or whatever like that. You know what I mean? But I told you, the game, ain't nothing wrong with the game. The game is not broken and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I had fun with the game. I just had more fun with 2042 at this point. And I said at this point because that can change. You know what I mean? By the time it's all said and done, Battlefield 6 could be much better than 2042. I'm just saying as of right now, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean I didn't have fun with Battlefield 6. It's cool for what it is right now, but I just expected more. With the advancements in technology and shit like that and everything that's going on, I expected more. That's really it. He said, well, hold on. He said, wait for Battlefield 6 to get fixed. Hell, wait for the game even come out before trying to say Battlefield 2 is better. Give it that Mind's Eye grace. Y'all see the shit I got to deal with, dog? Do y'all see the shit I have to deal with some of these people? I literally stated that my findings and my feelings are based on the beta. At the point of the beta, This is what I said yesterday. We talked about this shit for a while. I said it yesterday repeatedly, meaning that it could change by the end of the day. When it's all said and done, 2042, Battlefield 6 could be a better game. But as of right now, and I had said it yesterday, as I'm talking to y'all right now, 2042 was more funner to me. That's it. And I'm disappointed. I never said Battlefield 6 was trash. I never said it was garbage. It's not. Of course not. It's Battlefield. It's nowhere near that. I'm just saying people are running around dancing in the streets, and all they did was take us back to what they already done. That's it. But obviously saying that means, I can't say that because I said Mind's Eye had an interesting story, and I'm waiting for them to fix that. And they did do a tweet like a week ago, and they said they're coming out with another. They gave like a little roadmap of the patches that they got coming out for Mind's Eye or some shit like that. And it's like, I'm waiting. And this is not nothing new. I waited a whole year to play Jedi Survivor. I bought Jedi Survivor day one. The game was fucking not up to par. Damn near broken. The performance was fucking horrible. I put that game down. I didn't play that game till a year later. It was like a year and some change later. After it had like 10 patches, I went back to Jedi Survivor, and it was like, okay, now we good. And I played through it, and I beat it. So to say I don't have no standards, I got a lot of standards. I don't want to play games that are not in the best in the best shape and shit like that. So it's like, again, this shit is redundant because I say this shit a million times. How do people sit there and listen to a podcast that goes on for 5-6 hours and still come up with their own fucking interpretation of what you said? This is the shit you got to deal with. You say, I'm putting Mind's Eye on ice until they fix it. Then a motherfucker will come with, where was your standards for Mind's Eye? What? What the fuck do it mean I'm putting it down till they fix it? What does that mean? Do everything got to be spelled out? Do everything got to be spelled out? What happened to people being able to at least read between the lines? What happened to people being able to comprehend? If you say I'm putting something down until they fix it, then what does that mean? That must mean it's not up to your standards. So you put it down until they fix it. You put it down until it is up to your standards. And then a motherfucker would turn around and say, where was your standards for Mind's Eye? What? But I be tripping though. And some of y'all wonder why I be snapping on these niggas too, dog. Because it's like, hey, yo, man, stop fucking playing with me, dog. Like with this dumb shit. People will literally become dumb just to try to prove a point. This shit is getting old, man. It's really getting old, man. Niggas lying, niggas just doing a whole bunch of shit. Like, dog, there's other ways to get niggas, man. I'm sorry that, you know what I mean, I'm built the way I'm built, and, you know, it's hard to, like, you know, get one over on me because I don't be on here talking a bunch of nonsense. I'm sorry, man. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault I be making bets and niggas be losing. It ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no control over that. It's not my motherfucking fault, man. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? But now, yeah, we got to deal with this shit every fucking week. We got to deal with this shit every motherfucking week. Every time the podcast, it's every week too. Soon as the podcast ends, it's like, where was you at when we just were sitting here for 6 fucking hours? Why you ain't pull up? We was just here for 6 goddamn hours. You ain't have shit to say. And then as soon as the podcast ends, now you got to you writing a book in the comment section. Where the fuck was you at? Let me check my DMs on Twitter. Yeah, nobody ain't pull up. That's what I thought. Shout out to Untamed Beast for the super chat. You can't make this shit up. You can't. And soon as this AGS Lite ends, it's going to be somebody in the comment section. Soon as this ends within an hour or even shorter than that, usually, it's going to be somebody in the comment section. When I've been sitting here for how long? I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, telling anybody that got something to say, pull up. Let's debate. since you think you got one over or you think you proving something, pull up. Nobody pulled up. As soon as this shit ends, it's going to be somebody in the comment section with something to say. Shit is fucking hilarious, dog. I don't feel like typing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't good at that. Pull the fuck up. I like for people to hear me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to type back and forth. Pull up. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, the shit is funny as hell, dog. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here, man. Make sure y'all check out AGS from yesterday, man. It was a good episode. I think it was a good episode. Even though I got a couple messages complaining, I think it was a good episode. And honestly, man, you know, the show is for anybody to call in. I don't vet people and all that shit. Like, you call in, you call in. You know what I mean? You call in, you sound like a fucking idiot. You sound like a fucking idiot. It is what it is. We'll laugh at you. Everybody will laugh at you, and we'll just keep it moving. So I don't really have no control over who call in, how dumb they is, and how retarded they are, how many conversations they lose, how many bets they lose. I don't have no control over none of that. I can't control people and what they say and how they, you know, how they come off. You know what I'm saying? I have no control over it. It's an open show. You know what I mean? Shit. If you see it, you can pull up and give niggas the business. You know what I mean? It's open for anybody. Anybody. So if you're sitting there watching and you're like, yo, man, what the fuck is this dude talking about? You can pull up and be like, hey, yo, and get your shit off. And that's towards me or anybody else that may be in that call. At any time, you can pull up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the feedback that you give me when y'all hit me up in the messages. I appreciate the feedback. But, hey, you can actually do something about it. You can pull up and get your shit off. But other than that, I can't control people and tell people how to act and how to talk and what type of arguments they should, what type of points they should bring up. And I don't have no problem. I don't have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? It's an open platform for anybody to pull up and say what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech. And it's also on the other side. If you listening and you like, yo, what the fuck is this dude talking about? And that's me or anybody else, you can pull up. You know what I'm saying? And set the record straight or whatever, or however, whatever you feel like you want to do. It's open. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to continue to show up. Shout out to my OG, triple OG, Optimus Code. No days off. I just show up and I do the best that I can to entertain. That's all I could do. I just do the best I can to entertain. You know what I mean? I'm at the point where, like, Sunday is dedicated to the fuck shit. I already know on Sundays it's going to be a bunch of fuck shit, and that's where that day is dedicated to. That day is smoke day. That day is the day that I'm willing to have these conversations with these niggas. You know what I mean? But usually outside of Sunday, I don't really got much to say. These niggas ain't qualified to talk to me about games and shit like that. Most of them ain't qualified. You know what I'm saying? To talk to me about any type of games or anything like that. Sunday is that day. So I'm already mentally prepared for Sundays to deal with fuck shit and to have these conversations that I really don't want to have. That's for Sundays. But I will show up for the viewers, for the supporters, you know what I'm saying, the people that support. And I will show up and try to do the best that I can to entertain. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I may fall short, you know what I mean? But don't think it's for lack of effort, all right? I appreciate everybody that fuck with me, that support me. I appreciate everybody that understands when I'm talking, they get it. They don't act retarded just to, you know what I mean, just to try to make a point. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody that hit the like button, super chat, Patreon. I appreciate the mods for holding it down. And I appreciate the people that call in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I do appreciate that. Appreciate the callers, you know? But I ain't got no control over how people call in, and I understand, you know what I mean? I had a few messages yesterday, people complaining about Any Boy. Actually, I got an offer. I got an offer yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me, how much would it cost for Any Boy never to come back? I said, come on, man. Listen, man. Listen, we here for the fuck shit on Sundays, dog. We here for this fuck shit on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't the first time for Any Boy. You know what I'm saying? I think Any Boy and Ball Deli is like neck and neck on like offers on like, yo, I don't never let this dudes come back in the call. I done had people hit me up numerous times on different occasions for Any Boy and Ball Deli. They competing for like the most offers and shit. Like, yo, how much for these niggas not to come back? How much to kick these niggas out the fucking podcast forever? I'm like, come on, man. I never entertained it. I just think it's funny. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? It is like, even though I might not agree with motherfuckers, I ain't trying to put a muzzle on niggas. You know what I mean? If they want to come in talking some old nonsense, cool. We'll expose them, laugh at them, and keep it moving. Roast them and keep it fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the charm. That's part of the charm of AGS. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. The problem I have is when you try to put words in my mouth or try to lie or say something I said that I never said. That's my issue. Running around talking about something I love Mind's Eye. I never said I love Mind's Eye. Never. I never said I love Suicide Squad. These words never came out my mouth. So when niggas lie, I'm just blocking you, dog. That's it. I'm just going to block you and get you the fuck out of here. I'm not blocking you because you're disagreeing with me. I'm blocking you because you're lying. You're saying I said something I never said. I don't like shit like that. You're getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? Do not say I said something I never said. Saying that I said I love Mind's Eye, that's a lie. That's a bald-faced lie. And I'm blocking your stupid ass. That's it. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing else, so I might as well just block you. I don't like that shit. I don't be on here. I don't be on here lying on nobody, man. When I say a nigga played an RPG for 400 hours and couldn't name a single character, that's not a lie. That's facts. That's Ball Deli facts. You know what I mean? I don't got to twist up niggas' words or lie on niggas to prove my point. I come with the physics. Like, I don't got to do none of that. So I don't know why niggas keep trying to micro-analyze shit that I say about these. It's my fucking opinion. My opinion be having niggas so emotional. Pussies be bleeding over my opinion. Niggas be like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is trash. Okay. GTA 5 is trash. Okay. Okay. The fuck? What you want me to do? Get emotional? Feel some type of way? You don't like it? Fine. I don't give a fuck. It's still a masterpiece to me. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'm not going to get bent out of shape. I'm not going to get upset and be emotional about it because you said a game that I love is trash. Cool. I don't give a fuck. But when I say something is trash, these niggas be hurt. They be like, God damn. They be fucking hurt. And I know it be making them so hurt too, because I think it'd be when I say something trash and I state what exactly is trash, it'd be something they can't deny. So it'll be like, damn, he is right. These niggas be hurt. And it'd be funny when they try to do the reverse Uno card. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is fucking trash. Well, yeah, well, GTA 5 is trash. Okay, I don't care. You think it's trash? I don't give a fuck. Guess what? It's going to be people that think GTA 6 is trash. I don't give a fuck. To me, it's probably going to be a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Red Dead, masterpiece. Fucking GTA 5, masterpiece. Max Payne 3, masterpiece. And so on and so forth. I don't give a fuck if you think any of those games is trash. You think that's going to hurt my feelings? I will be upset. What? Come on, man. But my opinion? Wow. Shout out to XRP Dishwasher for the super chat. Appreciate that, player. Who are these niggas trying to mess with Big Bro 8? They need to get that gun smoke for real. No cap. Damn, dog. No, they just need to pull up on Sunday, man. That's all they need to do. What up, Blaze? I see Blaze. Blaze, how you feel about Mafia, Blaze? How you feel about Mafia, man? You know what I mean? You better come correct. How you feel about Mafia, man? Because obviously I be tripping, but you know, how you feel about Mafia? Oh, but no, Blaze, you like Mind's Eye. You played Mind's Eye yourself, you beat it, and you like it. So you're not allowed to say you don't like Mafia. You're not allowed. If you don't like Mafia, I don't know if you, I mean, I don't know if you don't like Mafia at this point, but you're not allowed to say anything negative about any games because you played Mind's Eye yourself, you beat it, and you like it. So you're not allowed to say anything about any games moving forward. Shout out to Draws for the super chat. He said, not gonna lie, I understand why someone would want anybody gone. When he started talking yesterday, I felt damn near cut the pod off. Damn, dog. You ain't the only one, though. I fuck with any boy. I don't got no problem with any boy. Like, these dudes don't bother me, dog. You know what I mean? Like, they, you know, they come with their bullshit. They don't fucking bother me. Yeah, these dudes, I don't get bothered by these dudes, to be honest with you. I know they be talking crazy, they be talking a bunch of nonsense and shit, but I don't get bothered. But I like any boy cool. I like any boy. He already with me. I don't really got no problem with any boy and shit. He can be annoying at times, but he ain't like, it ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing personal in there. It ain't nothing personal with nobody on the podcast. Not even Ball Deli. Ball Deli from Philly and shit. You know what I'm saying? He just be getting on my fucking nerves and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't got no personal issue with nobody and shit. These niggas can be annoying at times. You know what I'm saying? They can be fucking annoying, but I don't got no issue with them. I appreciate them niggas for calling in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate their contributions to the podcast. Now, I can't make anybody that's watching, I can't make them change how they feel. They feel the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't have no issues with anybody. Like I said, at times they could be annoying. They could be like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? But like when it comes down to the nitty gritty, I don't have no issues. Any boy cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody cool. Everybody that calling cool with me. If they wasn't, I wouldn't be sitting there fucking laughing and joking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? If I had real beef with anybody that was calling in, I wouldn't be sitting there laughing and joking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is cool. It's all, at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. And like I said, it does get annoying when motherfuckers start. Like, I don't like people trying to like lie on me and say I said something I didn't say. And I don't like people trying to like put words in my mouth and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it ain't no real, it ain't no real issues or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody cool. I don't got no problem. Pull up, man. But I can't say for the viewers, hey, I can't make them feel, I can't tell them how to feel about certain callers and shit like that. They feel how they feel, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not accepting any offers to kick nobody off, you know what I mean? But everybody has a price. No, I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for showing up, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. Just please don't lie on me. And please don't try to put words in my mouth. Please don't say I said something that I did not say. Everything is recorded. Everything is up on the channel, dog. There's no reason that you got to put words in my motherfucking mouth. Saying shit like I love Mind's Eye, I never said that. I love Suicide Squad, I never said that. Like, don't be lying on me, dog. You don't have to. I'm quite sure there's enough shit out there that you can gather up to win an argument or say some shit like that. Just don't try to lie and say I said something I never said. Don't be stupid. 8, where was your standards for Mind's Eye? That's being stupid, po boy. 57 or whatever number it was after that. That's being stupid. Because if I put the fucking game down waiting on patches, then obviously it didn't reach my standards. Obviously, I had standards for Mind's Eye. There go Blaze 4K right there, man. He liked Mind's Eye. He beat it. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about that Mafia, Blaze? Did you have your opinion changed from what you told me last night? Flex got to chill, though, man. Flex got to fall back. Like, you're not going to win, Flex. You know what I'm saying? And trying to make up lies, man. Trying to make up lies. Oh, I got to go. Blaze. Damn, nigga, you should have been asked for the motherfucking joint. I got to get out of here, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm already kind of running a little bit late anyway. I got to go, though, Blaze. Pull up on me on Sunday, man. You should have been told me you was trying to pull up. I'd have sent you the invite, but I gotta go now. I got to bounce. But yeah, man, that's it, man. That's all I gotta say, man. I ain't doing AGS Lite live in a minute. So yeah, y'all got the podcast from yesterday. You got the Lite. Have fun, man. I see y'all Sunday, 3 p.m. EST. Y'all already know the deal, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. It's your boy Hard 8. I'm gone. Deuces.